Hi everybody, it's the Chevy man again, back for another little project. The last one was the detailing, and I did mention that I was going to change the steering wheels over from 18 inch to 16 inch. Yeah, this pandemic, you've got to do something. You test time and you want to do things, and so this is my little project to keep me going. I mean, like 2 months the barbers were closed and we couldn't get haircuts, and they just opened yesterday, got a haircut finally, started getting a bit shaggy. But now we're onto this other project so we could see you enjoy everything I do to these cars. Now, the steering wheel that's on it now is an 18 inch, and she's a pearled steering wheel, and I'll show you the actual steering wheel here. There it is. Yep, got it there. Now the difference there is that one I changed a while ago. And I love the pearl look about it. But I used to have the red steering wheel on it, which is fat free. That's what it should be. And you can see the 18 inch wheel. See the difference here? You can see the difference where it's about that much distance between your hand. I'll see if we can bring it up closer. No, it's not coming up closer. We'll bring it up a little bit more. Let me see. Yeah, that's it there. See between there and the seat. Probably about that much room between your legs. So every time you get out, your hip hits it and everything. So I think it'll go to 16 inch. They look original, they look great. And I've got even a 15 inch to show you. Okay, here's the 18 inch original steering wheel that was on that convertible. When I bought it, I refurbished it and got it painted, matted all red. And that's the steering wheel. Now I'm going to 16 inch. Looks original, but it's 2 inches smaller. As you can see the difference between the two. Now the beauty about these, see these horn rings, you could use the original one that see the same size. You just take them off that one, right, and you put it on this one here. Yep, straight on there. Trying to do it without scratching it. Yeah, there you go. Because I just got them painted by Frank from F1 Panels. Now here's a 15 inch. That's even smaller than the 16 inch. What's the difference is, it's a little bit thicker in the handle, I noticed. A little bit thicker there than here. But the difference is 1 inch shorter, smaller in diameter, and the ring, you have to use theirs, which is the whole steering wheel comes together with the horn ring because it's a smaller horn ring to give you that distance, you see. And the other thing is, see the distance between the wheel and the ring. There's that distance there. They try to keep the same distance on the 15 inch by making that smaller. So that gives you that proportion size to that. Of course, when you go to the 18 inch rim, you can see the distance between there and there, where the 16 is a little bit closer. And then they brought this back up again on the 15s. So I got all three, look all grouse, and I'm going to be putting that one on the convertible here, and that one is going to go on my 4-door top. Because they both got power steering and they're easy to turn and it feels grouse. I like the way that is a bit thicker. It just feels good when you turn corners. Also, on the 15 inch ring, you get this V8 look, classic, that comes out on the 15 inch rim wheel. Now, you could remove them and you put them on that 15 inch, put the original Belair center emblem, which I did, because I'd rather have the original emblem than having the just that classic V8 type of thing. I just sat it on the 18 inch rim steering wheel for looks only. Now you got to let the painters know one thing. When they paint the wheels, do not get them to paint in there, in this area, like they have. because that's the contact for the horn ring, you see. So now I'm gonna scratch with a razor blade all that, get all the paint off, right? Get all the paint off around there. So this plate here that goes in here will make contact, you see. It sits like that, and that makes a contact as it hits down. With all that paint there, you're gonna go, horn doesn't work, must be the wiring, which it's not, it's a contact. Yeah, so we're ready to take the steering wheel out and see what the distance I was talking about 5 fingers. It's right up close to your legs. And so when you go to get out, I normally get out like that, and your hip hits the steering. You know, you've got to slide yourself around the steering wheel. So, you know, it is, you know, you've got to slip yourself out instead of twisting yourself like you normally do in the car. So it is a bit awkward, that the 18-inch. Beautiful, that's the way they work, but maybe the seat's padded up nicely and everything, it's already brought it up. But now the way to take the steering wheel off, it's quite easily. There's 2 screws at the back here, right at the back. It comes right through. You get the screwdriver and you stick it through the hole, and you undo those 2 nuts, right? And you undo them nicely, and it's not easy. As you can see, I'll bring it up a little bit. Yeah, it's right at the back here. Yep. And I've undone that one. I've already undone the other one. That's it. It's coming off. Right, there we go. There we go. 2 screws that come off there. They're sitting on the ground. They're the original square type, which I slotted ages ago so I could put a flat screwdriver in there. You can get Phillips screws with that thread, but these are the original ones with the slots in them, square slots, and I made a big slot for a big screwdriver. There's your centre cap off, and now you start undoing all the rest of the screws in the main nut. Yeah, now you take the horn ring off, and you undo these 3 screws. Right, I've undone them already, the flat driver, and that comes off. Nice horn ring, comes off. You utilise that back on the 16-inch wheel. And don't forget, you got the plastic rocker piece in there, and you got this, that's where the contact, the plate comes out. That plate, that goes on top, that goes on the bottom. You line them up like that, so you can, it makes the contact on the plate. And don't forget to slip out your the connection contact for the horn. Yeah, it runs around the bottom, it slips out of there. And now basically we've got to undo this big nut here in the centre, and keep your steering wheel straight so you know it's straight. Let's see how that goes. It's coming off all right. And yeah, once you got that nut off, put your I made up this pulley was made up ages. This steering wheel puller was made up ages ago. There you go. There it is. There. Mate of mine made it. It's just a bit of block, steel block, with thread down the centre of it, and just exactly the same threads either sides. And in here there's a threaded area which you screw onto, 2 screws that grabs the wheel. Don't try to yank it off. A lot of guys used to yank it off, but you disturb everything. You're really pulling on the column rocks up and down, the bearing. You know, we used to put our knees behind it and pull it up, and you distort it all, you know. But with this puller, makes it a hell of a lot easier. And there it goes. Straight on there, straight on there, right on there. So you've got the there's that little spanner. You tighten her up, bring it right up like that. Guys that have never done it before, steering wheels, yeah, this is basically it. Everybody that's done one before, well, it's second none, you know. Make sure you bring it up so you've got plenty of thread in there. Bring this right out. There you go. There you go there. Yeah. It should be a bit more thread on it. I think I'd like to see more thread on the so you don't pull the guts out of the actual steering wheel. You know, you've got to make sure that you've got plenty of meat there that it's hanging on to. See, basically now you start pulling it out. Hopefully, there it goes, and that's it. She's already slipped out, already coming out. There it goes. There it is there. It's all done. Now we'll put the new one in. Yeah, so we get ready to put the steering wheel on. Don't forget to put your cam single guide on the back of the steering wheel for your indicator to switch off when you're turning. You got to take it off the old one and put it on the new one. Everything you got on the old one fits on this steering wheel, goes back on, nothing's aftermarket. Use the original parts. Then you just line it up with the spline, and hopefully that stayed on its own without moving the steering, and I've got it nice and straight, I hope. And just put a washer on there and the nut, and we'll tighten her up. What I didn't mention is spray some WD-40 or some oil or some kind of thing on the shaft, and so it slides down better on the thread. So when you tighten her up here and it pulls down and doesn't drag its way through, it'll be better for you and it's easy to go down further. Steering wheel is on. Looking great. Plenty of room in leg clearances. So I'll zoom back and show you how much clearance there is. Great feeling, especially for power steering, because power steering, you know, it just feels better when you're just turning. You do need the 18-inch for manual steering. I must admit, but for power steering, 16-inch is fantastic. You know, we'll give it a squirt to see how it. There you are. Fire up. Now I'll put the right hand indicator on. We're checking the indicators. Yep, that works. Side works good. Board. All works good. Just feels great all around. And when you get out now, I can get out quite comfortably, so my hip doesn't hit in there. That looks great. It looks original too. Plenty of room, like I said. More than a handful. It's about two and a half spans. Now, that's great, isn't it? Looks schmick. Here's the steering wheels that I've took off. So I've got two 18-inch ones, and I've got the 15-inch that I'm going to put on the 4R top. So I'm going to end up with three 18-inch wheels. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Might sell them or just hang them on the wall. But they're great. The Pearl are very expensive to do nowadays. So it's all about steering wheels, isn't it? So guys, and that's how you change an 18-inch wheel to a 16-inch wheel. Looks great in there, and I've got plenty of spares now. And it's, like I said, something to do through this pandemic, and just to make it more comfortable for me and kill a bit of time each time I do a project. But my next project will be interesting, where I'm going to move my booster on the firewall to the left hand side. It's called an offset booster bracket. That's for my LS1 motor. I'm going to change rocker covers and things, but that's another project I'll be doing, and you'll see. So signing off is the Chevy Man, and just like, comment, subscribe if you like my projects. See you later. Thank you.